What's up, guys? It's Emperor John Kill 3D Gaming here with another video, and I want to do one more video about Resistance and Resident Evil 3, and that is this loot box system, which after playing extensively with Resident Evil Resistance, I could tell you that these loot boxes are not invasive, though they're weird. And I'm going to tell you why. You can level up your survivor or your mastermind and still unlock abilities, but you can also get the credits very quickly as a survivor or as a mastermind, the reputation points in the game, and spend them on what is the mastermind crates and the survivor crates, which give you these one-time real use abilities before they have to cool down and you actually have to switch your loadouts. That's what I noticed when you play as the mastermind and you go to their what is known as the equipment. You get only the weakest tier of the equipment from the boxes, but you have to use the equipment in game to level it up to level 2 or 3. So there's still an incentive to level up whether you can get the ability from the crate, because you're predominantly getting more credits from the crates to spend on the cosmetic crate, which now the cosmetic crate, I can admit, is way overpriced. You would think the abilities would be overpriced, but no, they're not. And the abilities are the only things that are weirdly added to the loot box, but when you can level up and still get them without the loot box. Predominantly you're just going for skins, weapon skins, character skins, and you could just level up your character extremely quickly using your preferred class, your preferred deck loadout, your preferred infection class zombies to send into the field, your liquors, your biohazard weapon. So it makes me wonder, where is this pay to win thing that people are talking about? Because I've played people that are higher level than me that are sure have better abilities, and I've still won. So it's really not a pay to win broken balance system that some might think it to be. So I spent all day specifically, I've played on and off Resistance between taking a break from Resident Evil 3, and I completed it 2 times now. So now I'm giving Resistance more time, and you can play the game without even using those crates. Those crates there, mainly you're just gonna go in for the skins, and you can get a healing ability or two, or like a healing item to take in with you. That's really what it is, one-time use items that you could take in, but you can still level up the abilities separately on their own, just by playing the game. So I hope that clears up some of the misinformation going around. These loot boxes are not invasive. They're just annoying to be there. You know, they just don't need to be there, but they're there. They can be avoided unless you want to partake in them, because they don't use real money, which is a good thing. Now, I wanted to clear up something from my Resident Evil 3 review. I noticed that Resident Evil 3 had 2 separate playtime, what do you call it? Playtime recordings. So my initial playthrough on livestream took me 4 hours and 20 minutes. In my downtime in my first stream, not my first stream, but in my downtime when I beat the game, I looked at the playtime and it said 15 hours. So that could have been time adding up, and I didn't realize it until I looked into it. So I want to correctly say that when you do everything, when you go for collectibles and you go for 100%ing everything in the game, it will take you 10 to 12 hours A normal playthrough on assisted, 4 hours and 20 minutes. On normal, you will get about a 6-hour, 6.5-hour run, and on hardcore, that is an 8-hour complete run. The final difficulty I'm working on getting is very difficult to unlock. I have to beat the game in a certain time on a certain mode. So even then, the game does extensively get longer the more modes you unlock. And this is not constituting death either. So Resident Evil, for example, I know a lot of people are upset that this game may feel short, but if you think about it, if you took away the A and B scenario and just put one campaign for Leon and Claire, it would be just as long as this game. If not, they would just be equal. Alone, doing Leon's campaign is about as long as Resident Evil 3. And people shouldn't doubt Capcom too early, because maybe by now they'll realize, oh hell, we've messed up. Maybe we should just work on the game together, work on the game here, and add in the missing stuff as expanded free DLC, because there's no season pass. So that lets you know that free updates are always going to come. It did for Resident Evil 2. Expand Jill's campaign, expand Carlos's campaign, expand it with locations that we know and recognize, and bring in more familiar creatures, and then add in as free DLC a new mode, which would be the A and B scenario. That means it could switch things up. Switch up item locations, creature locations, and switching up the campaigns and giving Carlos or Jill more separate playthrough times. It could work. I understand that Resident Evil 3 sits in a weird situation right now. A very weird situation. It's not a bad game. The mechanics are strong. You still will go through it, and it's fun to speedrun the game. Once you know the game and you go through it, you just want to get the unlimited weapons, unlock everything like you would do in classic Resident Evil 3. I'm still going through now trophy hunting and collectible hunting and still unlocking secrets. So I am definitely getting my money's worth. And like I've said about Resident Evil Resistance, that's also something you should go into it open-minded. It's fun, more fun than you realize, and you may get something more out of it if you get bored with playing the regular Resident Evil 3. You have one or the other. It came double packaged, which at least Capcom didn't give no one anything. They tried this as a surprise. I know we preferred Mercenaries mode, which you can see Mercenaries mode coming as free DLC. That's nothing to be worried about. But the one thing I want to see is actually DLC with Marvin at the hospital, not the hospital, the police station before he got bit. I want to see the fall of the police station as DLC, playing through something like that as Marvin, the cop. It would be fun. It would add new variety, give more people reason to go back and replay the game, and then putting the pieces together. Resident Evil 3 may be feeling like what people call a disappointment. It falls on the line. I wouldn't say it's a disappointment. It's no part 2, but Resident Evil 2 Remake really set a high bar. And I didn't go into Resident Evil 3 with a lot of high expectations, because I knew it just wouldn't be a direct type of remake. Liberties were going to be taken, changes would be made, and things would be introduced that are strange to everybody. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about Resident Evil Resistance and Resident Evil 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you got any questions about Resident Evil, ask me in the comments below. Anything about the game, I'll be sure to answer it the best way I can. Alright, I'll catch you all next time.